Speedy Bill, the MX-5 is back. Yes, that's right. After a brief period of absence, the MX-5 is back. But why is it back and where has it been? Well, you may have noticed there's been a bit of a theme on the channel recently of rebuilding things. This started with rebuilding the head with new valve stem seals, then moving on to rebuilding my turbocharger. All this was in aid of combating the clouds of blue smoke that I've been getting on first startup whenever I drive off anywhere. And after doing all that, it hadn't worked. She was still billowing smoke every time I started her up. So this narrowed it down to the only thing it really could have been, which was worn piston rings. So what did this mean? Well, it meant a full bottom end rebuild. So as you can see here, me and James pulled the engine out of the car and stripped it down to its major components so that we could inspect them, see what needed to be replaced and what we could get away with reusing. The crank had to go. It had damage to the keyway slot, and also there was some grooves in some of the bearing journals, so I managed to track down a second-hand one on eBay which was in much better condition. That, along with the con rods and the block, were taken over to a machine shop where they were all inspected. The crank was balanced, as were the con rods. They were all found to be pretty much perfect, and we had the bores checked in the cylinder block, and all they needed was a quick hone to get them up to scratch. Despite the age and mileage of the vehicle, they're in remarkably good condition, so it was all good news there. We ordered new ACL bearings for the main caps and the con rods, along with new ARP main studs to replace the bolts. Once we got all that back, everything was cleaned up and painted. I also got a full gasket set for the engine to replace every single one, and then the rebuild was able to commence. And here's the results of all that hard work. We've got a beautifully running engine, runs like a Swiss watch, better than it ever has done. James and Dave spent a lot of time with my cylinder head, cleaning it up and grinding in the valve seats so they seal perfectly. This is backed up by our excellent compression readings from the start. I think we had 135, 150, 150, 135. Bear in mind that was on first start, so it's all got to bed in and it'll only get better. We've turned the boost controller off. We're running it low boost at the moment to let everything bed in. Don't want to go nuts with it just yet. Don't want to break it before I go on the dyno at the end of the month, which will hopefully be, well, hopefully not the next video, but hopefully an upcoming one. Hopefully I'll be able to get something in before then. I just wanted to update you all as to what's been going on. The channel is still active. I've just been very busy with this. We wanted to concentrate and get it all done. Filming things is incredibly difficult, and we really wanted to concentrate with all this, and it would have taken us 3 times as long to get it all done. So I appreciate your patience waiting for a video. I know this isn't much, it's more of an update for you, but there will be more to come, so keep an eye out. Thank you for watching 100% of whatever you just watched. If you like this and you'd like to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Speedy Bill and Friends. Follow us on Facebook, Speedy Bill and Friends. I'm on Instagram, SpeedyBill92, so if you like what we're doing and you want to see more, comment, like, subscribe. There's plenty of updates, we're always doing something. Come along for the ride.